Hey guys, it's Kelsey. I'm back with Layout 9 for the Dog Mini album, and this is another photo of Boo. This is like my favorite photo of Boo that I have in the whole book. It just like sums up her personality so well. I just love it. The way she's sitting and smiling, and she's just like a big giant goofball, and I love it. I know for this one, I have the black background. I want a pink and a green, so I just quickly went through the papers I had. The layout next to this one, the background is the dashed pink line, so I did not want to use that paper as a mat on this one, so I went with the pink diamond pattern instead. And then I'm going in with this kind of sketchy grid green, which I really love how dark it is. So I'm just gonna use this as my notebook edge punch. I love the way the green looks on the black. I think the pink would have been more contrast, but for some reason I was just feeling the green on this one. So I'm going to go ahead and get that inked and glued down to the background. And then I'll figure out what I want to do with the layout. One thing I definitely do want to include on this one is some of the film strip die cut. Because I haven't used that one on the last two pages. So I think it's time to pull it in again. Just so, again, that element can be sprinkled throughout this book. So I already know that's a plan. But I'm going to get the decorative edge down, and then I need to double map my photo still. I am going to trim this photo into a 4x4 just because the empty space of that photo, I don't know. I don't need it. I just think the photo would look better as a 4x4, so I'm going to end up trimming it down. But before I get to that, just going to ink the background so I don't forget. And then we'll go ahead and double mat the photo, I'm pretty sure. I think about keeping it as a 4x6. I had a mat to be able to do that, but I think it reads so much better as a 4x4. So I'm just going to go ahead and get my double mat down with the white and the black. And that's another thing I'm running throughout most of the book. There's like a couple pages where I don't do the double mat, but for the most part, that's an element I want to run throughout the book as well. So got that down, and then I'm going to start playing with my layers. At first I thought I was going to do horizontal banners, but I've done a couple pages with horizontal banners, so I thought it would be cool to bring in the banner element but run them vertically instead. So that's pretty much what I did. I layered my scraps and I really liked how they were laying, so I decided to go ahead and commit and just trim two big banners out of the pink and the green and have them layered up. It kind of ties into a layout a couple layouts ago where I did two big banners horizontally. So I like that big banner look is also running throughout the book, but I'm switching it up by doing some vertical ones. So I like that. This pink paper had to be vertical anyways because that's it's really subtle. You might not be able to see from this top down view, but the diamond print on the pink pattern is vertical in this orientation, and it wasn't before. So I'm just measuring to make sure my fishtails cut in the center, and then I'll get those trimmed and inked as well. This again is kind of a more simplistic one. I think the base is really solid and clean. It just needs some finishing touches, and again, I'm holding on finishing touches until I get all these kind of bases of the layouts done so I can kind of decide how I want to finish them all. But I love this. So just gonna get the banners down, and then I'll start messing with the film strip because I need to back that on some vellum and figure out where that's going to go as well. But I got the banners down. I'm gonna ink that too. And I pretty much just want these banners evenly placed on the right hand side of the page. So I'm just making sure the spacing around the green banner is kind of equal, and that makes it appealing to my eye, and that's where I'm going to glue it down. So I'm going to go ahead and commit. I know this is going down, so I'm not going to mess around with waiting to stick it down. We're just going to do it and move on. I'm really trying not to second guess myself working through this book, and it's made it a fun process to just work, just get it done and not second guess yourself. Here I'm trying to figure out how much of this film strip I'm going to use so I know how much I need to back in the vellum. I only have a couple pieces of this to span the rest of the book, so I'm really trying to be frugal with it. So I decided I only needed two little squares to run out from the left of the banners, and then this little leftover I had from the last page I used it on is all I really need to pop out of the right side. So I'm just going to back both these little pieces in vellum and then get this final layer down. But after the film strip, I'm pretty much good on this one, and I'll move on. I think I have one more process video that's a bit more layery, and then the video after that, I'm actually just finished filming a real time where we knock out 3 of these layouts in real time instead of having all of these really short little mini process videos. I know it's not as satisfying to watch a process video where the page doesn't get fully completed, even though we will get to that point once I kind of finish all the bases. But I think it'll at least be nice seeing a real time where I can really talk through my thoughts as I make the page, and we knock out 3 layouts in that video, so that'll be fun. But I got one more kind of shorter voiceover video after this one before we get to that one. But I think it'll be fun. It'll be nice to break up kind of all of these shorter videos that I did. But that's this one, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.